here. So, oh my god, we just came back from Mile High weekend. Um, yeah. I was gonna try and do this from who was coming to my house. Anyway, we just came from Mile High weekend, and I must say, you owe us nothing as usual. We had a great time. It started off like Hunger Games. I'm gonna tell you why. It's my husband's fault because he is a psychopath, and I love him. I love him because I know in any type of apocalypse, we gonna make it. I don't know about everybody else, but we in the number. So everybody knows how it works. You know, you get there. It's a few just like open, what do you call them? Bungalows. There's a few open bungalows. And, you know, if you don't have a room, if you didn't book a room, which we would have if we knew we were actually going, it was also the weekend of my birthday. So yay me. We wasn't sure if we were going to actually physically be able to log online or if we were going to be in person with each other or what was going to happen. But it worked out where we were able to go. So we're like, let's just pay for the actual trip. Let's not get a room because we don't want to tie a room up and then it turns out we can't use it or something like that. Or be one of them lame couples. Yes, I'm talking about y'all. That get a room and just stare at each other or barely use it or don't even log in. So we didn't want to be those people. So we're like, okay, let's just pay for the trip. We'll snatch a bungalow. We're good. So we drop down. Flight check-in is good as usual. It's always the best customer service. Then we overhear Ty telling somebody to put
that I
on
give
phone.
you will take you directly there. Your HUD back to Bali. And that key is transferable, so you can give it to all your guests. Welcome in, Amantes. Welcome in. Welcome in. All right. Okay, but I would say if y'all get settled, cause yeah, they need clothes on. They need coats. They're gonna get cold. So you bring them back. Bring them back with.
Oh my god!
I've been drinking too much already. This is not good.
Yeah, you got on alcohol as a coat right now.
I do. And I have on somebody's animal.
All right, so y'all can head to Bali and change and then come back.
I'm wearing an animal.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, now for you all who don't have rooms, there are still bungalows around, free to use bungalows, which means once you utilize them, they are yours. But once you leave it, anybody can pick it up. There's 8 around the resort. You will see it's a single room with a bed, sofa, a little TV, and it says bungalow on it, so you can utilize those if they're free.
Awesome.
All right, and we're gonna be adding a few more rounds.
All right.
And
she was telling somebody to put on some clothes and was sending them off to Bali where I guess they could be naked and free, honey. But anyway, and then she said there's 8 bungalows, and that did something to Angel's brain when he heard it. And I know him, so I'm calm. So everybody's walking in the same direction, right? She says there's bungalows in that direction over there. So we're all walking in that direction, looking like stowaways with luggage and whatnot. This man.
I think these are.
Yeah, hold on. Let me TP to you.
Okay.
Okay, so we gotta go back down.
Yeah. Okay, babe. Give me 1 second. I'm about to go do some things.
Man, cut me loose.
Right.
Realize, there's people trailing behind us. Everybody's kind of having their own conversations, doing their own thing, but we're all on mic. So I give him a minute because I know his mind. So I'm like, in 2 minutes or less, this man is gonna say, I got us. Don't worry, I'll TP you. Sure enough, he says out loud to me, I'm about to go do some things. Me, encouraging the fuckery that I know he's about to go and do. I say, do what you gotta do. Because I swear it was like 20 of us that dropped down at one time. I know how my husband's brain works. He's gonna power his way through and we're gonna get a bungalow in 2 seconds. That's just how he works. And I saw there was like some people walking behind us, and they seem nice. It seemed like they don't really go on too many trips. They were like, I heard that's Bali is where it happens. I was like, oh, that's so cute, because we're the it that happens. We be fucking all over the place. But anyway, they were with a guy. It was 2 girls with a guy, and when Angel disappeared, the guy took off flying, and I actually chuckled a little bit, like, oh, bless your heart. That's not how you do it, but cool. So I heard the guy come back about 3 minutes later, because I had put my husband on the timer. You got 3 minutes to lock one of these joints down. So dude comes back, and the girl is like, oh, he must have found something. As I was saying, if he's coming back, he ain't find nothing, I got snatched. Boom. We're in our own space.
Dad bought out. He's like, no, you got to put on some weight.
Mm-hmm.
You walk around here looking like a gym bro. Nah, you got to put on weight. My husband will not walk around here looking like I don't feed him.
Walking around trying to look 25. Not with it. I'm not even physically attracted to that.
Oh shit! Why 25, babe?
That's the age. That's the time. Life is great at 25. You're small. We make the most of it. Some of you seen the video, some of you didn't. I cannot insert any clips here. But we made the most of it. We had a good time. That was the night of the skate party, I want to say. Yeah. We purposely missed that because we had things to do with each other and things to get out the way with each other. So, we missed that, but we did go to the party in the ice cave. That was a ton of fun. It was hilarious because, I don't know, I felt like there was a lot of people that were in friends only. Because, I mean, they're dancing all into other people and dancing into each other. There was a troop there. I'm going to call them a dance troop of girls. You know how y'all do. Y'all like to line up like y'all about to do the sexy electric slide. So it was a group lined up in formation and whatnot. They were doing their thing. They were cute. And then there was this man who, I'm praying he was in friends only and not just doing what he was doing, because his hover was so high. He was damn near the ceiling. He's just walking through the party on his Jeepers Creepers shit, like taller than everybody else. And I'm just like, okay, bro. So that was happening. But we danced the night away at that party. That was a ton of fun. We skipped a few things because we kind of like to do our own thing. So we like to take advantage of some of the activities, especially for something like a Mile High weekend. We're going to be part of the Mile High Club. So we're going to be more into each other than anything else. And one of the things I love is the array of parties and events that you can go to. If you're the girl that needs to be at everything, this is for you. If you're the girl who just wants to pick like 2 parties to go to, this is for you. Okay? Because I've realized there's quite a few people on my friends list that are new. Some of you are from places that I'm familiar with, not VU, that don't know how to travel. You haven't traveled before. You don't know what to expect. You don't know what to do. You don't know where to put your hands. You don't know what to do at all. So this is for you. These type of events is no pressure. You know, you have an array of events that are being thrown. The vibe is set the whole time that you're there. You know, just pay attention. Read your note cards. It's not hard. Like, just read and you're good to go. Get your little drinky drink and you good. So anyway, we made it to that party. And they put out a message that they're booking ice facials and massages. We're the type that like to take part in things like that. So we went and had amazing massages and ice facials. Not be so New York and actually take my Timbs off. We're in the mud baths, and my flotation devices attached to the front of me, they just don't go down, but we had fun. Right after that, I mean, this man booked it to the T because I had things to do in real life. So right after that, we had to hop on the flight to Bali. It was Mile High weekend. You go in 2 destinations, you get a plane ride, and there's multiple events happening throughout this 5 days. Well, it turned into 6. So we go over to the flight. It is literally a party on a plane. So my husband and I have our system. He goes first to find a spot where he knows I will be comfortable, that is good enough for me. And he's like, yeah, I just dropped down on a plane, so I'm looking for the ground. Clearly I need to go somewhere. And he's like, oh no, this is the party. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. So it was perfect. It was enough space for everybody. It wasn't small. The layout was good, and yay for the girls being on theme. Everybody was on theme. It was jungle attire. Everybody was dressed, okay? Whether they wanted to walk around with a lion or a tiger or whatever that guy had, or they wanted to be sexy and just wear a snake like my sister, or, you know, you just want to throw in a little body shine. Because my rule for all high life trips is I'm just wearing body shine. Like, I'm not trying to be nobody's best dressed or anything, although the girls were serving a bunch of them, like, wow. But I'm not trying to be that girl. Y'all go ahead, y'all have a good time. I'm gonna be in the corner watching, okay? So I'm like, okay, everybody is dressed. So we party, it's a good time. And I have to explain this to a lot of y'all that haven't traveled yet on this level. This party started on a plane. You look outside, it looks like the plane is moving. It's really cool. Then, I'm telling you, they tried to test everybody's graphics up in there. That was disrespectful. But, the DJ announces, single file, you gotta head out the door of the plane. We now landed in Bali. The RP was everything because the DJ was on point with all of it the entire time, okay? Whether you were a fan of his or not, I thought he's a great. I heard another bad creation in there. You took me back. But you hit the door, you TP to Bali. So I'm just like, I know I'm going to make it. But I don't know how this is going to be for everybody else. And I heard some of the girls didn't make it. The people had to relog. People had to get their lives together. We made it. We went and stood on a rock. Bam, we're there for the whole night. So we're looking around. It's real jungle. It's real sexy. It's real rainforest. It's giving you nature. It's giving you ooh, 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 ah, ah, ah. So we're like, let's do it. We're there having a good time. The party comes to an end. Before the party got to end all the way, my husband goes out and hunts for another bungalow. We got it in 2 seconds. So he looked at the map, and this time they were very nice. They gave you a guyazzo of where all the bungalows were, which was sweet because they didn't have to give you shit. I mean, you here. What more do you want? They put all this together. What more do you want? You can't walk yourself around and find some place to sleep? So he did a great job with that. We found one without even having to use all that. We were planted. We're good. So we're making ourselves comfortable like we always do. Few things. We travel with a lot of our own things, okay? All I'm gonna say about that is be respectful of like prims and like, you know, prim usage and stuff. You don't want to res out something that's 1,000 prims because you think it's cute for a picture. Like, that's inconsiderate. But you know, we'll bring little things that we can use with each other and, you know, things for entertainment, whatever. So we're having a good time. We're sitting there looking at the sunset. Bam, somebody TPs down and jumps on the bed. I gotta ask y'all, are y'all fucking Goldilocks? Because each and every person that dropped down accidentally, the first thing y'all do is hit that bed and lay it. Y'all sprawl, whole ass sprawl, legs everywhere, arms everywhere. Y'all sprawl across the bed, and I think it's the craziest thing. So that happened once. The person was like, oh my God, she left. She was very sweet, very cute. I kind of laughed like, oh God, she's acting like she really caught us in real life. That was so considerate. The second person comes. She sprawls out on the bed. I'm like, okay, what is it? Some unspoken rule that I don't know where you just jump on the fucking bed as soon as you get into a room? So, yeah, the second girl, I don't know. And then apparently she may have gone into somebody else's space who actually rented a room and started putting her little posy brackets. And yeah, but anywho, she came right back next to us and read them ignorant ass pose brackets. Like this is the only spot where there was water. So we got ignorant. We started doing stuff real loud. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm gonna chalk it up to maybe she didn't know, maybe it's her first time. I did see her ask a question in the group, so I truly think it wasn't intentional. I think she's just trying to figure it out, and she came to have a good time like everybody else, but she wasn't doing the same things everybody else was doing at the time everybody was doing them. And I definitely can say that for us. So the next party we went to was the naked party. And we had a great time there. We skipped the auction because like I'm married. We married. What are we gonna do at the auction? But I heard from some of my single girlies that it was very interesting. It was very fun. They had a good time. They enjoyed themselves. After that, there was a few more parties. We had scheduled ourselves to be in for 5 days. We couldn't do an additional day because my husband had to go to work and I wasn't going to stay there without him. So we left, but before we left, we decided to go and have some meditation time, quote unquote, up on one of the mountaintops. And yeah, that was that was fun while all y'all were at that pool party. I heard somebody come horseback riding near us. And I want you ladies to really listen to the sound of your heels when y'all have that heel sound on and listen to the sound of the horses. It's the same. Okay? It is exactly the same. So some of y'all sound like y'all horses when y'all walk around with that heel sound. I never wear that. But yeah, we overall had a great time. It gets tense from us. You know, I'm still exhausted. I'm still dehydrated, all those fun things, because we really live it up. We live it up. Shout out to my daughter for house sitting, even though she didn't walk the dog. We still love you. Thank you for feeding the dog, though. And shout out to our brother Orlando, who swung by the house, stole some wine, and checked on our dog as well before he met us in Bali. So it was definitely fun. We took some time and just had some family fun, good, clean family fun. Not like some of y'all be doing when y'all dancing with your daughters. But we had a good time. So overall, it was good. You know, I'm the type to insert clips and all that stuff. So yeah, guys. Hopefully y'all make it to the next one. I had a few people that was like, oh man, I missed it. You gotta be fast. You gotta be fast. You gotta be fast and have the money. Like, don't play. Have the money. Okay? If you know you're not gonna make it or you on the fence, don't waste people's time. But have that money and go and be great. Anyway, I'll holla at you.